Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rotten Tomatoes drinking game here on YouTube. So a couple things to go through. We're joined by Farty once again. How's it going, Farty? Farty's our new regular. Doku, how's it going?
Yeah, chilling.
Good. So then with that pleasantry out of the way, we do have something new to the show. I contacted my buddy, The Shades, over on our Discord server, and he was able to put together a little PSA for us. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run that for you guys, and we're gonna get right into it today because it's just a lot of shenanigans happening as of late, and it's better to cover our ass than a knot. Yeah.
Exiled Opinions urges you to drink responsibly. We do not condone underage drinking nor driving while drunk. We do not encourage you to take part in the Rotten Tomatoes drinking game and or any of the consumption of alcohol that our hosts and guests partake in. We're idiots. Please discontinue usage if any of the following side effects takes place: dizziness, blackouts, vomiting, nausea, passing out, or your friend drawing genitals on your face. We are not responsible for damage to any of your organs, and you should not be trying to keep up under any circumstances.
All right, PSA is out of the way. Let's get down to business. I'm going to shoot for 3 hours tonight. What do you think, guys? Do you think we can make 3 hours?
Yeah, why not?
Hopefully.
Now we can try.
We can try now, yes. We missed a couple of streams, and I apologize for that. There are things going on behind the scenes that we're not at liberty to discuss. So we'll just, I don't know. We'll just get to getting here. Anyone feel savvy enough to kick it off here?
Yep, I got a perfect one. So I'm gathering we're going to be doing the drink for someone who gushes over the movie.
We're just gonna take a shot whenever whoever decides that it's shot worthy.
All right. Well, as per the rules in the first one I did, well, okay, gushing conjures a drink.
All right.
Stephen S. Right at the beginning. The crown jewels of Star Trek films, in my opinion. Drink. Seriously,
right.
What's
That
not
was
there to
quick.
like? Drink. I've never understood the dislike directed towards this movie. This is only a short one, fellas, but it's going to be painful. I think the problem is that most people who write reviews of Star Trek movies are not really fans of Star Trek. Yes, they're called Star Wars nerds. What's especially great about this movie is how much it feels and plays out like a great episode of TNG. Drink. It's fantastically done. Drink. And a great send-off to the original Enterprise crew. Drink.
Son of a bitch.
That's one fucking can of American beer right there. Just one fucking can right there.
Skull.
Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck you're doing to us. Right off the bat. You're gonna burn in hell,
Yeah.
buddy.
Ugh.
Oh, that was 5 stars, by the way. Don't know whether that's drink-worthy or not.
Alright, here's one from Misha C. It isn't quite as bad as the other odd-number Star Trek films, but it certainly doesn't escape that theme. Somewhat contrived, Star Trek 7, or Generations if you prefer, is hampered by an over-romanticized view of the old and new changing hands. Overall, it's somewhat lethargic and lacking emotional connection, and firmly rests in the mediocre tier of Star Trek films.
Zeph, is that you?
That's a 3-star. That's a 3-star. That's kind of like, hey, it's a good movie, but it's not a good movie. How do I feel about this?
Yeah, that's about as fence-sitting you can get.
How do I feel about this? Like,
Well, Well, it must be slightly more than benign because they didn't make 2.5 stars. Then they'd be definitely all right.
I suppose. I mean, I suppose the way I'm looking at this is I suppose that the review here is... You know what? I'm not even gonna fucking try. I'm done. I'm done trying. Someone take it, please. I don't fucking care.
Okay, here we go. We got a fun one right here from DH. 4 stars. A much maligned reflection on morality, the decline of old age, and lifelong regret. Lucas likes to say Star Wars was never about space, or starships, or battles, but about the drama of family. Well, Star Trek is all about the starships and exploration, but never fails until recently to present that exploration as it truly is, a pursuit that goes ever inward, even as it goes ever onward. What we discover in the expanses of space are not without consequence for us human beings, and sailing into the unknown challenges our identity and character and virtue. When Kirk and Picard encounter that thing in space that can give perfect happiness, rescue them from their old age, their morality, and from the regret that puts them in doubt of the sacrifices they made to be explorers, they decide again to put aside and make a difference. That's all one sentence, by the way. The ability to do so makes them, by definition, the heroes and protagonists of this film, which invites us, as Star Trek always does, to envision the noblest version of humanity and confront the impertinent illusions that tempt us away from our ever-rising potential. Also, one sentence right there. This is Star Trek's answer to the question of generations. If they come and go, why does it matter? Why don't we give our peace and sink anonymously into the forgotten masses of people who lived only in and for their time? Because humanity is transcendent, and what we do today can make an impact in eternity. This film enshrines the noblest human ideals and lives up to the Star Trek legacy, a vision of the future, a reverence for the greatest traditions of our past, a reminder of what never changes. Just fucking drink.
Who the fuck decides what a noble ideal is?
This is probably the most idealistic word salad garbage I think I've ever heard in the time we've been doing the Rotten Tomatoes drinking game.
Okay,
you managed to say all of this shit without saying anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it all on the line here early on in the show because no one's watching. No one gives a shit. Here's the deal. No one is noble. There is not a single fucking human being on the planet that is noble, and everyone's ideals. Everyone's, even if they believe themselves, has a noble quality to it. Everyone's ideals are selfish. Alright? We're all assholes. Every fucking one of us. Some of us are just more honest about it than others. No one has no one has the ability to determine exactly what nobility entails. Go fuck yourself. Go jump up your own ass with a bear trap stuck to your balls.
Oh, and that's the thing, this whole idea of like, oh, it's about morality and being the best that a human can be and these ideals and being noble and everything. That's all completely fucking subjective according to who you talk to. I mean, I will say there is a difference between right and wrong, and most people are aware of the difference between right and wrong. But everything we experience in life does have nuance and perspective to it. So just to say that something is definitively beyond argument 100% morally correct or morally incorrect is such a naive perspective to have that it drives me up the fucking wall. Almost everything is some kind of shade of gray. That's the reason that it's really easy to tell. You know, we can say morality and nobility. There's a reason we have a bunch of different fucking words for this shit. The one thing that is easy to fucking point out is if something is good or evil. There's a reason that, you know, we see certain things that kind of make our stomach churn. That's the black and white of it. And it's about, I don't know, 1% of every other fucking self-jerking jack-off would claim of something being moral or noble. Like,
You,
it's rare that you encounter a situation that's that black and white.
You got anything you want to add, Farty?
Nah, sort of. Yeah, the only thing that actually I'd like to point out with this movie is that it shits on something that was previously said in the previous movie, where Kirk had basically said that he knew he wasn't going to die because he knew he'd die alone. Well, he kind of didn't in this one.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's a fair point. I did actually forgot about that.
Here's one from JRS. Despite several plot holes, a lame villain, a bad ending, Star Trek Generations still delivers an enjoyable viewing experience that culminates in one of Brett Spiner's greatest performances.
That's the whole thing?
Yeah. What do you mean, Brett Spiner's greatest performance? We got Jacob in the chat. How's it going, Jacob? Welcome to the show. Very low energy
up,
today
Jacob?
for some reason. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe we'll get our stride.
Yeah, well, if we're going at the rate we're going, once we get past, I don't know, 4 or 5 more interviews, we'll all be drunk off our asses.
Yeah, well, we've only had one drink so far, so I mean, well, I retract.
You mean
that.
the one continuous drink from the fucking review that Farty chose?
Yeah, the very first one opens this fucking show. 5 shots. Fuck you, Farty. Fucking
cheeky bastard.
Hey, keep up with the Aussies.
You octopus rape victim, you.
Now you know why Australians are a bunch of pissheads. Okay, I got one.
Well,
it's between Eric K and NB, November Bravo.
Oh, man, you're making me go up. Romaine?
Yeah. The reason why I have to say this because he doesn't have a name. However, his photo looks like either his sister photobombed him or he got another picture of a really good-looking Sheila and decided to cut and paste it into his. So I shall read it in the appropriate voice.
Uh-oh.
Half a star.
This made me appreciate the motion picture. Just stupid. Why didn't they just beam him into the Nexus if he wanted in so bad? Sloan could have hired a crew to take him and save us this garbage.
Wow.
And just drink for the cringe. God.
Yeah, here's one from Romaine. I cringed way too much to enjoy this movie, despite the fact I absolutely adore this crew. Some parts of the writing are very clumsy, exposition much, and the emotional Chip subplot was unfortunately pretty disappointing. Still worth the watch if you're a Star Trek fan, but nothing stellar. If it's not, why are you saying it's worth a watch if you're fucking dump sacking it the whole fucking time? Oh my god. No.
So that emotion chip thing, I reckon, because it was really funny. There's this British show called Red Dwarf, and it's about...
I've seen Red Dwarf.
Yeah, for those who haven't seen it, it's about this human who gets put into stasis because he brought a cat on a mining ship, and then something happens, and 3 million years later, he gets unfrozen, and there's a hologram of another crew member called Arnold Rimmer, just to keep him company, and the cat was also put into stasis, but
no,
for some reason
wasn't put into stasis. The cat was locked in the ship's hold, and
that's right. Yeah,
yeah.
And it started breeding and evolving.
Yeah, her baby. Well, she was pregnant when she was brought on board, and her babies were gradually evolved over the 3 million years that Lister was in stasis. And if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen Red Dwarf, I have a very compelling reason for you to do it, especially if you're an Alien fan, because the captain of the Red Dwarf was the captain of, or not captain, but he was the overseer of the colony in the second Alien movie, in Aliens.
LV-426. Anyway, yeah. So in the DVD extras and the list, they actually interview Patrick Stewart. And he's regaling us with his, I was looking at the BBC one day and I saw this show and I instantly picked up my phone to call my lawyers and then I took a look at it and went, ha, I get what this is. Ha, I thought it was very funny and clever. Now, the reason why I bring all of this up is because they end up getting this robot called Crichton, or a mechanoid called Crichton, and in one of the episodes they take his guilt chip out. So instead of being a subservient bloody polite butler kind of thing, he's lying and cheating and playing nasty pranks and doing all this kind of stuff. So I reckon that it's actually Star Trek that ripped off Red Dwarf with the emotion chip. Let's do the other side. Let's put an emotion chip in him and see how he works with that.
Yeah. My favorite quote from Red Dwarf will always be, "Lister, a little nibble here and a little nibble there, and we're flying backwards."
Backwards.
Jacob wants to know why he hears a shaver. Well, that's not a shaver. That's Farty's massive collection of vibrators. You will hear
Actually,
them throughout the show.
I'm having the house reclad, and surprisingly, they're working on a Saturday.
That's Aussie speak for having the house renovated. God, I need to go rewatch Red Dwarf now. Do you guys get that show?
Yeah.
Good. You'll have to
Here's
let
a
me
fun
know when
one.
the new season airs. Go ahead, Doku.
So this is the most review I've seen in quite some time. This is on page 5 from Paul D for 4 stars. I'm a born Trekkie. What can I say? That's it. Literally all it is.
What page were you on?
Page 5 from Paul D.
Oh, you're jumping ahead. I'm not jumping ahead tonight. Fuck you.
There's nothing decent actually really worth reviewing on some of these.
Let's see. Overlord C, page 2. A fine movie that shows us Enterprise D destruction. Aside from that, it's weak movie, especially with the 2 greatest captains ever sharing the TV show cooking section. Enough said. I'm surprised. We've gone through an entire page and no one has mentioned the Life Form song.
Actually, I'm surprised nobody mentioned this. This is not necessarily worth reviewing. Still on page 5, but for 1.5 stars. You know that movie where the 2 best captains in Star Trek make eggs?
Yeah.
That scene. That's quality storytelling right there. Watch me cook eggs.
Okay.
That's a groaner. That's just a groaner.
This guy has to be a Indian fella, or at least Pakistani. Pravin P. His name is Pravin. 3 stars. This is my first Star Trek franchise. The story is engaging. The technology they show in the movie made in 1992 is quite astonishing. The CGI work varies from good to okay to good in various scenes. I'll stop doing that. That's actually annoying myself.
Thank God.
Okay, what page are you on? Because I want to keep up.
4.
Okay, never mind. I found
4.
it. I found it.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
For example, the way they launch, or the way the launcher at the climax disappearing and reappearing is okay. And the way they showed planet Viridian was good. The character's importance given to the android was engaging at the beginning, but the way they transformed him into a human, making him cry, was not required. It spoilt the essence of his character. Android David from Prometheus was better, I felt. Klingon Commander Worf aboard the Enterprise wasn't given much importance. Since it's my first movie, maybe I wanted him to be a part of the action. Probably because he was brown, like you. And probably also, too, since you've been drinking Genji's water your entire life, your forehead probably does look like his as well. What I didn't like was the story was dragging a bit, nearing the climax. he likes climaxes a lot, doesn't he? Bit of a wanker, I reckon.
Should get some KY before he goes into the theater.
When Captain Kirk had to change his heart, fucking don't remember that part. It was lengthy. What I liked was the main villain of the story, the Nexus, and how Soren was deviating its path towards Viridia. I need to watch this again.
Yeah, I don't know what movie he was watching.
On the whole, I enjoyed the movie. Maybe I will enjoy all the episodes in the franchise.
Oof, that's a big ask. That's a big ask.
He's going to be disappointed when he finds out Kirk's not in any of them.
Yeah, it's also a really big ask for when you get to Enterprise. As much as I like Enterprise, they fucked it in Season 2. Insomniac says, fuck Worf. All he ever did was get his ass kicked. Oof. Oh, man, Dodge. Ooh. I'm glad you're not around to see that, Dodge. Here we go. Logan T. 3 stars. It's passable at best. But it's cool to see Kirk and Picard on screen together. Is that really your only defense of the movie?
Oh, Joey T. Next one down. The first Star Trek past the 23rd century. 62%.
That's a drink. That's a drink.
Yep, that is a drink.
Well, it looks like Jacob's having problems with his Wi-Fi. Jacob, get a better router.
Hey, here's a real fucking grade A review. Saya? I don't care.
I don't know where you're at, so...
5 stars. I don't care what critics say. This is a masterpiece. There's your review.
Everyone take a drink.
Real in depth there.
Take a
real
drink for
good defense of the
Doku's
movie,
horrible fucking read.
It's not a review. It's an opinion. It's not a fucking review. And this comes after a dude who literally, I shit you not.
What the?
Hold on. You'll know what it is when you see it, because you're not going to read it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 paragraphs literally giving a start to finish synopsis of the movie.
All right, yeah. No.
For 4 stars.
Okay, this is Rotten Tomatoes, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't where do I turn in my book assignment, teacher? This is not a book assignment. This is Rotten Tomatoes. All right? Fuck
13 fucking paragraphs. And it's not a review. It's a synopsis.
Maybe he thinks the New York Times reads this and might go, hey, that guy, we'll give him a job.
Yeah. Let me know how that works out.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Here's one.
It wouldn't surprise me if that's the mindset of some of these people.
Here's one, 2.5 stars, top of page 5. Doku's already seen this. 150409. Even with a bird of prey, this film was a bit painful. I have watched the previous 6 films over the past several weeks. A 3 was the lowest rating, and this film falls below that. A mite convoluted, a mite slow-paced. In my opinion, falls off track a couple of times. 2.5 may seem a bit low, but it's half of 5, if that counts for anything. Perhaps I'm being a mite nostalgic? No, this movie wasn't convoluted in the least bit. It was a very simple plot. Yeah, it was really fucking slow-paced, but it was a really simplistic plot. It was a plot so easy to follow that a fucking 4-year-old could have written it. 4-year-old probably did write it, but that's beside the point. And obviously, it's not obviously a 3 wasn't the lowest, all right, because this film was 2.5. And does Bird of Prey equal good movie, guys?
Guess it depends on who you ask, according to some of these fucking reviews.
Yeah, I suppose. Kirk gets killed. Cry some more.
Just can we just drink out of?
I cried. Okay, everyone's talking about how they cried. James says he cried when Kirk got killed. Aaron Telford said that he cried at how funny it was. I cried at how long it took for it to happen.
I was actually more disturbed when they killed Johnny Depp and fucking what's his name in 21 Jump Street, the movie.
Oof.
It was like, hey, I remember these guys. Oh, what?
Oh. Here's a good one from.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah, here's a good one from Dennis M on page 5. You want to read that for us, Farty?
Hang on. All right, can I do 2 quick ones just before that one?
Oh, hold on. Epileptic says that part of it banked on Data fucking himself with the emotion chip. That really wasn't part of the story. That was just kind of a subplot. I was gonna say slub plot, but my God, Farty, fuck you for making me drink so much. The first one out. No, the emotion chip was just a subplot. It was just fucking filler. It had nothing to do with the story. It added nothing. It was just bullshit for bullshit's sake. They're like, we don't have anything to stretch it to an hour and a half. What do we do? Needless Data subplot? That's what that was.
Well, that serves you right for bringing an Australian into a drinking game. All right, I'll do 2 quick ones, and then somebody else can do that one you're looking at. Because there are 2 voices for this one. I've found the comic book guy.
Oh Christ!
Comment. Okay, Marab G. Obviously, he's either retarded or this isn't his first language.
Where
but
are
I'll do
you?
it not page 4.
Oh, I'm on page 5, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll do this one in a retard's voice because, yeah, I reckon that's more the explanation.
Okay.
Earth-Fu! Kill Earth Kirk! Kill Picard's family! Destroy the Enterprise again! Also make Data babble like a baby.
And then the one above him, Frank P.
Worst Star Trek movie ever!
Awful. Both 1 star.
Well then.
Aaron says First Contact was the best Next Generation film, with Generations being the second best.
Yeah, I actually really liked First Contact. I reckon that was a really good movie, that one.
Didn't they only make 2 TNG movies, though? So... Oh, no, they had Insurrection, too. How many other TNG... There were only 3 of them, weren't there?
I think there was 4. There's Insurrection, First Contact, Generations.
Right, Generations was the first one.
Yeah. Sure there was a 4th one.
You know, I'll have to do some research.
Remind me too sometime. Scott Mendelssohn's come up in the music here.
Oh, no, fuck that, man. Fuck Scott Mendelsohn. Actually, no, I take that back. Let a gorilla fuck Scott Mendelsohn.
But we can't. Harambe's dead.
Oh, God.
Drink.
Yeah, drink. R.I.P. Harambe. What was the 4th? What was the 4th? That's fucking okay. That's bothering me. What was the 4th TNG film?
I don't remember.
Oh man. All right, go ahead, Farty. We've been holding you up too long. Go ahead, man.
Oh no, I'm done. Yeah, do the other one because you guys have seen it. You know where it is.
All right. Here's one from Dennis M. 1.5 stars. The first installment in this next Star Trek in the Next Generation Star Trek movies falls into obscurity with an entire incoherent and non-cohesive, confusing story, the audience, and a bad display of talent from the scriptwriter. However, this movie looks good for its time and it's presumably still enjoyable for Trekkies. No. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What the fuck are you talking... Okay, no. Not even Trekkies enjoyed this movie. It was garbage. It was a fucking dumpster fire. The 60% of people who watched this movie and enjoyed it weren't Trekkies. I feel like I'm the asshole right now. Oh, Nemesis is the last one.
That's the one.
Oh, Nemesis. Yeah, that entirely forgettable piece of shit.
Hence why we all three of us forgot it.
Oh my god. Someone can take over the next one. I'm done. Just tell me where and when.
Doku, your turn.
What is this clusterfuck of a review? Okay, this is bottom of page 5.
Bottom
William C for
page.
4 stars.
Oh my god.
This is okay. This
Oh
is gonna
my-
be fun. Let's strap
Hang on.
in,
Liam?
boys and girls. Let's see what we got here.
Did you say Liam C?
Yeah, Liam C, page 5.
It's
4
got
stars.
Oh my god, is that a
hell.
picture of Cortez? Is that
I
a
think so. It looks like Cortez.
That's Ocasio Cortez. Oh my god.
Get comfy, boys and girls. This one's going to be quick.
This one's going to be
Yeah,
very
strap
social.
in.
Our
Okay, here we go. The odd movie curse strikes again. I'm not really sure how to feel with this movie, and this is all due to the inclusion of Kirk, Chekhov, and Scotty. Not to jump straight into this and sound like a raging fanboy, but you either include them a lot or not at all. Where Kirk does serve a major purpose, Chekhov and Scotty just seem to be forgotten about after the first 10 minutes. I think the opening for the next generation of movies could have been improved a little bit. While the first movie effort of the original series is hardly a great work of cinema, it did have a grand feel to it and distinguished itself as a part from the TV series, and I actually feel like a film. That's all one sentence, by the way. While this movie is hardly bad, it's just sort of felt okay. Not to say my opinion on it was that much of a mediocre film, but in comparison to the quote-quote motion picture, end quote, it is an okay. On the contrary, I did in fact like it, but there are a few problems here, in sentence. The emotional side plot with Data didn't really go anywhere. Well, you're not wrong there. Besides one scene in the middle where Picard and Data actually talk about how to control emotions and learn to live with them, everything else seems... It's not... Oh my god. Everything else seems to be a lame excuse to get us to laugh at what he is doing, and his constant laughter began to annoy after a while. Besides getting us to laugh at him, the whole point of that subplot seems to be that we don't want him to have emotions because of how annoying he is being. Yes, it is given a conclusion scene, but it didn't feel like it was natural. It just felt like it was included in the script because that storyline had to wrap up because it's the end of the movie now, in sense. Oh my god, I'm like salivating just trying to read these fucking run-on pieces of shit.
No, you're salivating because you're drunk, Doku. Go home.
Oh, I'm not even drunk yet, but after this one I will be. Even with that, all around, the acting was good, with Malcolm McDowell doing a fine job as the antagonist, and he is
Drink.
given a great... Yeah, there you go, drink. Time is the fire in which we burn. The movie does manage to have good themes in it that are explored, and one of them that plays into every scene of the movie is that things have life and death, and that time can be looked at as a predator or a companion, and I thought this was well handled, as I was handled well. Considering how urgent the story is, I find it a little strange how some of the movie feels a bit padded. The rest of the scenes and Nexus could have been trimmed, as well as some of the action sequences, considering we have to see some of them twice. I don't think it's an outlandish request. Speaking of action sequences, though, the movie is definitely a visual treat, as some of the crash sequences look really great, and the explosions look good also. Given the fact that this movie does have some time traveling of sorts, it does raise some questions that I forgot to put in my Star Trek 4 review. Surely if someone had the power to go back in time, surely anytime something goes wrong, they would just go back in time and fix it, right? Sure, you could argue that it would cause paradoxes, but since when does that ever have any effect on a Star Trek? And Star Trek 4 seemed to get around that loophole in a fine way. I am a little saddened at Kirk's departure from the movie series, It's not in vain. I feel like they ran out of ideas or anything, but perhaps it's just seeing a legendary icon gone for good, which I would have been fine with, unless because I assume. Oh my god, just fuck this review. Drink. Just fucking drink. Drink it into fucking oblivion.
You're right at the bottom. You're right at the bottom.
So I should be grateful not to see at least 3 of the original cast again. Given all of this, though, I still like the movie. It just had more problems that I would have liked. Oh my god, that's pain. Oh, that's so painful.
Take a drink for Doku's pain and suffering.
There's no indent. There's no paragraphs. This is all just one gigantic
run-on sentence
block of text. The whole thing is just a gigantic block of text. Oh my god, kill me. Fucking kill me now.
No, you have to suffer and stay alive like the rest of us.
Okay, someone's taking the next one. I'm fucking...
No,
my brain needs to recover.
Doku needs to do another one.
Oh my god.
Just do the one just below it.
No. He's got to do the one by Matthew T. The one just below the one just below that one.
Oh god, what? No, why? Fuck you guys.
Doku.
Oh my...
Doku. Come on, you big bitch.
Fine. Peer pressure. Fucking peer pressure. Goddamn, I hate you all.
You big bitch.
Matthew T. Oh god. Screen, don't skip. Stop it.
Since I'm pretty much older than the pair of yous, I reckon this is more bad influence than fucking peer pressure.
0-1
Matthew T for 3.5. Not yet, but getting close. Matthew T for 3.5 stars. I don't know. I find it underrated. Maybe I'm a sap and love the whole nostalgia of the old crew handing the baton to the new, or maybe this is one the epitome in sci-fi. God, my brain, kill me. In sci-fi storyline. Time travel, space battles, exploding suns, passionate bad guy, and an android dealing with a fused emotion chip. That's the end of the review.
Yeah. I noticed that everyone defending this movie is like, hey, android, emotion chip, data, emotion chip.
Hey guys, stuff happened, and it's Star Trek, so it's great, right?
One Generations. So the one. I'm sorry, Farty. Give me 1 second to complete this thought.
Yeah, go.
That thought is, Generations is only slightly better than the Lull episode. Remember the episode where he made a daughter?
They're doing it now, and then they're screaming about people want to be pedophiles because they're making daughters.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, sex robots.
Yeah. All right, Farty, go ahead, man. You had something. Go for it.
Yeah, okay. The reason why I wanted to bring this one up, the one just above, the one just below the one that Doku just did, Simeon M, which I'm wondering whether this is a retard who can't spell his name right. His name's actually Simon, or whether he thinks he is an ape. He won't give a shit when I call him a monkey. Must be a millennial. Absolutely isn't a millennial. Needs a safe space. 2 stars. I won't ever watch this ever again. Too sad.
Oh my god, you did a perfect Marvin right there.
Boo, boo. There, Simeon. Go to your safe space, have a cry. It's okay. It's
Alright, we're all gonna take a drink for Farty's perfect impression of Marvin, the manically depressed robot from Hitchhiker's Guide.
I wasn't even trying to do that.
It was dead on.
By the way, it worked.
It was dead on. Alright, let's see. You know what?
Next page.
Here we go. Troy F. 3.5 stars. Star Trek Generations is a seemingly undervalued entry in the series and isn't as large on the scale as the other films. It has a slower start for the first half and doesn't seem to amount to much, but it brings in a powerful story element that makes up for the slow pace and offers a more sentimental experience to some degree. I found it a little difficult to adjust to half of the characters on the new cast, perhaps because I'm just fresh on getting to know them, but Stewart and McDowell did very well. Still, I admire the film's subtle pace, and it was good entertainment, just not energetic and action-filled like some of the other offerings.
I think that's drink-worthy.
I wonder if we went over to the Serenity review page, this guy would be like, I don't get the story. It's like that they had an entire TV series, just,
Yeah.
Star Trek, was it slow from the start? Found it a little difficult to adjust to half the characters of the new cast. There was like how many fucking seasons before this movie? What the fuck's wrong with you, son?
Jacob thinks we're out to torture him. Jacob, we're not here to torture you. You're here to torture us. That is our punishment. That is our hell.
You're trying to keep up, Jacob.
Yeah. We just did a whole PSA. If you weren't here to hear it, well, here. We'll run through it again for everyone's amusement.
Exiled Opinions urges you to drink responsibly. We do not condone underage drinking nor driving while drunk. We do not encourage you to take part in the Rotten Tomatoes drinking game and or any of the consumption of alcohol that our hosts
I thought we were supposed to be running Exiled Opinions, not fucking the Kumite. What's up with the dead air?
Please discontinue usage if any of the following side effects takes place. Dizziness, blackouts, vomiting, nausea, passing out, or your friend drawing genitals on your face. We are not responsible for damage to any of your organs, and you should not be trying to keep up under any circumstances.
There we
Well,
go.
y'all cheeky fucks can do your thing.
Well, excuse me. I had a PSA to run. The fact that you didn't hear it is your own fucking problem. Not mine. Not mine. I'll give you a kumite. I'll fucking smash a beer bottle over your head.
Never know, I might like it.
Unlike Tonka, I will show up to the fight. I'll probably get my ass beat, but you know what? I'll show up. Like a fucking real man.
As long as you're not in a wheelchair, right?
I'll show up in a wheelchair. I'll even hit myself with it a few times, just for good measure.
Okay, we've gotten off track. Jacob M. I'm not reading this entire review, because... No. But I am going to read the first paragraph. I'm going to read the first paragraph of this, because this is actually rather amusing. When typing this review, I have a confession to make. Being a non-Trekkie, I have never seen an episode of the show The Next Generation, that syndicated Trek success that was on TV during the Trek heyday and adding more popularity in the franchise. As a Trek film, The Undiscovered Country was the fitting send-off to the original cast. It was decided that the future Trek films would feature the Next Generation cast, but while that film was another Trek success, which led to 3 more films featuring the same cast, reaction has been mixed since the first release, which, with about as much division as the first Trek film, the motion picture. While it is by no means a flawless Trek film, as The Voyage Home, Star Trek Generations is a decently entertaining release in the Trek franchise, which is odd considering I never met any of these characters prior to typing this. That is all one fucking sentence. Drink.
Yep.
On that note, I need a new beer.
Jacob says Jacob
many
M is in
times?
no way related to me and will be exiled from the Jacob Brotherhood Union. Don't do that, because then he has to. Then he's forced to come spend time with us.
Oh God. Nope. Sorry, Jacob. You're stuck with them.
All right, Farty, it's your go. Go ahead, Farty.
Okay, a few up from that fella.
A few up from that fella.
Where was he? Where was he? Oh, it was
I swear, if you
actually
read
the
that
one
fucking plot
below.
synopsis.
The one below Troy F. Kendall C.
Oh.
Brace
man.
yourselves, boys and girls. I've got the gushing machine gun ready to go for a quick fire round. Not a bad movie.
Oh, God.
Drink. Or 3.5 stars. Not a bad movie. Drink. Just one that gets better after each viewing. Drink. Has the best soundtrack of the entire franchise, though. Drink.
What? Of course you're gonna. Okay, our brain is programmed to like something we've seen before. That's human nature. How... Kendall C must have been dropped on his fucking head as a child.
He didn't just get dropped on his head. They found he bounced and they played a game of basketball with him.
So, did they punt him too? Just fucking kicked him right through the goal?
Yeah, but he bounced out of the abortion bucket, though.
Ooh.
If you do that, you can live.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Here's one from Adam D. Not interested. Absolutely epic. My personal favorite of the next-gen Trek films. Kirk and Picard? What more could you ask for? Also, Riker? Just remodulate the shields, man. You're not interested, but you gave it a positive review?
Mhm.
I'm confused. Drink.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Drink.
The D in his name stands for Adam. Duh.
Drink, I guess?
I'm confused. I don't know what to think. Just drink to fucking kill off some brain cells so you forget it.
Aaron wishes he had more beer. Cut it with some water. You'll be good, Aaron.
No, don't do that. It tastes like shit.
Hey,
Actually, don't do it because it's probably American beer and that's cut with enough fucking water.
It is. It is. There's a lot of water in Budweiser. It's almost 3 a.m. in the UK. Good thing you don't have to be up for work in the morning, huh?
Mhm.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Here's one from Sean S. 4 stars. Riveting and absorbing. This kept me on the
Drink.
edge of my seat. I felt
Drink.
this was... that's 2 separate drinks right there. I felt this was a great bridge between the original series and the next generation. Data
Drink.
Data provided excellent comic relief.
Oh my
It's
god.
kinda-
Fucking how many
kinda
drinks
true.
is that right there? 4?
That's
Okay.
cool.
Okay, here's another hot take. Without the whole Data subplot, this is just like seriously a 2-part episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. That's all it is.
Well, that's what happens when you get TV writers to make a movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
here's a good one.
And
This is
you
at
know
the
what?
very bottom.
Get rid of Guinan. Get rid of Guinan. She had no business being on that fucking show. Fuck.
This is the very last. This is the very last review on page 6. This is great.
Oh,
I love this one.
God.
For 4.5 stars from Stephen M. Thought. He thought.
Fraught. They were
They did
fraught
it.
with fucking. He was fraught with incompetence. He was fraught with dyslexia.
He thought they did an amazing job mixing the original and next generations. They even got Whoopi. Very happy with this movie. 4.5
Okay,
stars.
they got Whoopi. So hang on, where did they have sex in that movie?
Oh,
Yeah,
just
they should have just thrown Guinan out. That whole fucking plot. We didn't need an Guinan had already been in the fucking show for like an entire season. We didn't need a fucking explanation as to where she fucking came from and act like she wasn't there to fucking begin with.
but they got Whoopi.
Yeah, they got some.
Yeah, well,
They got Whoopi.
fucking Next Generation had Whoopi, so...
They got making Whoopi. Fucking. Hey,
Well-
hey, here's a joke for you. What happens when you cross Whoopi Goldberg with Peter Cushing?
Oh, Christ.
A Whoopi cushion.
God damn it, fatty. God damn it, drink. Just fucking drink.
Alright, let's...
Drink because they thought they did an amazing job.
Oh my god. We're on page 7 now, Farty. It's your turn.
Hey. Let me have a quick look.
Oh, Christ. It's Cabby.
I'm not gonna do
Cabby's
the
in
obvious.
chat. Cabby, have you sexually assaulted any other cabbages lately?
No, Cabby's too busy learning to code.
Okay. Here's one, and I'm only doing this for the nostalgia purposes of it. This guy, Nathan M., must be in some fucking third world country because His comment betrays his povertiness. 4 stars. Great movie. I really enjoyed having the cast together on the big screen. Or in my case, I saw it on VHS.
Well, to be fair, I think you'd want to wait. You would have wanted to have waited for it to come out on VHS, so you didn't have to pay full price for a fucking ticket to that piece of fucking dumpster fire.
But I'm pretty sure it came out when DVD was a thing.
See.
Oh God! So, Obi, OBD. Hold up, real quick.
Hang on. Let's see. Star Trek Generations VHS release. I think it came out on VHS in '93, which would have been '96. Okay, so that would have been maybe the really early.
Ugh.
Sounds about right.
Maybe really early DVD.
Man, that one had some follow through.
Let's go to the Star Trek wiki. Let's see. The Next Generation, okay, this is all episodes from the show. Let's see. Nope. Here we go. Generations. Release? Nope, I can't find anything on home video. I'll look it up later.
All right, well, here we go. Same page. A review from Abidi. I guess that's how you pronounce that. For 2 stars.
Abidi.
A B-Day. He's a B-Day.
Oh my God.
This review pretty much sums up Rotten Tomatoes in a nutshell for 2 stars. At review.
I don't know who the fuck you are, dude.
When you see it, you'll.
Yeah.
Are you on page
Abidi,
8?
2 stars.
Are you on page
right
8?
under Jake J. Right under Jake J. Above Scotty.
We're on 7 still.
I'm not seeing it.
We're on 7 still.
Do you see Richard W?
Go to Kieran F.
Okay.
It's a fucking long one.
That's
go 2 up
Obi,
from...
you dumbass.
Obi, whatever. I don't watch fucking Harry Potter. I like this one. 2 stars.
What does that have to do? Obi.
2 star.
Come on, man.
I don't. Wasn't that like one of the fucking house elves or some shit? I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to that crap. From whatever the fuck this jackoff's name is. 2 stars. Add a review. Optional. That sums up Rotten Tomatoes in a nutshell.
Wow.
No, just drink because it's so damn true.
That just says, it was 2 stars, and I'm gonna be a dick. Cabbage wants to know when he wants to make a drink. Drink now, because that review...
Yeah, drink for that one.
That wasn't even a review. That was just wasting our time, Doku, you fuck.
Like...
Drinks are arbitrary at this point. We had a set of rules at one point, and it's just, you know what, fuck it.
Is that some sort of default kind of thing, like when you get on a Facebook and it's like, you know, tell us how you feel. And it's like, add a review, optional. You can if you want. Click some stars, if you're not interested.
Wait,
well, let's be honest, the only people that actually go through these reviews are assholes like us.
Yeah. One of these days,
I'm an asshole,
we'll be famous enough to like, oh hey, I got talked about on the Rotten Tomato review on the Rotten Tomato game last weekend. Oh, shut up, you fucking prick.
Maybe that was that guy with.
Go shove a steak into your fucking sinuses and fucking season it with your fucking feces. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that was that guy with the essay and the whole book review fucking the thing where he just basically laid down the subplot or the plot and all that kind of shit. He's like, someday someone's gonna see this and it's gonna go on the internet and it's gonna be famous, yeah!
Yeah, and someday I'll be able to afford to plate my dick in gold.
Are we going to the next page yet?
Why?
Yeah.
Did you find something?
Oh yeah.
Here's one from Frank
Oh,
P.
Jesus.
Here's one from Frank P. Revisiting the Star Trek galaxy, anybody recall Captain Kirk's final 5 words? Get a life, dude.
No one cares. No,
Oh,
this
I
one's
know
what he's
delightful.
like.
I've got 5
I know what
words
his last
for him.
words were.
Go ahead.
Best death scene ever.
Oh
God.
my god.
Son of a drink.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, here we go from Aaron D for 4 stars. A lovely story, albeit one that doesn't make a lot of sense. But it's Star Trek. For 4 stars.
You know, the people who blindly fucking defend something because it's a something are fucking retards.
The fuck is up with these reviews?
You're fucking retarded. Learn how to fucking properly structure your thoughts, then fucking go out into the world. Alright? Fuck. You know, I'm glad the millennial workforce is so small, because even at McDonald's, I don't even know how these fucktards would be able to fucking put together a hamburger. Oh.
Oh, we lost Doku.
Yeah, that happens. Go ahead, Farty.
There we go.
Yeah,
he's back.
even Discord decided that review was bad enough to fucking crash.
Okay, this one, I think this is going to become a small in joke because I did one the first time that that I was on. My name is Mike D, and I'm a lady's choice. I want to get next to you like Rolls Royce. Mike D is back in this one again. This is a quick one. 1 star, bad acting. Oh, sorry, bad movie, bad acting by Shatner.
Well, straightforward and to the point.
Saying Shatner acts bad is like saying air is breathable. It's like saying the sky is blue. It's like saying 2 + 2 = 4. These are fairly obvious points to make, Mike. Come on, man.
Oh my god, there's another one here from Ryan M for 3. Add a review optional. Is this like a running gag that I'm unaware of?
Oh,
I swear that
man.
must be like a default thingy. If they don't bother putting an actual review, it's just like it'll just put up the add
Oh my
review option.
god. Here's one
You can
from
you can do the stars, or you can do a review, or you can do both.
Here's one from Muffin M. Just a
Oh
virtue,
shit! Here we go.
just a virtue signal. I own this on Blu-ray in a 10-movie set, along with Star Trek: The Motion Picture, The Wrath of Khan, The Search for Spock, The Voyage Home, The Final Frontier, The Undiscovered Country, First Contact, Insurrection, Nemesis. I also own the standalone 2-disc DVD. Okay.
Good for you.
That's very nice, Muffin. That's like the fucking retard at GameStop telling the clerks about, I'm playing 5 games at a time right now. Okay. And how
At
many
least
of
the
them
one jack
aren't
off-
Pokemon?
You know, maybe
At
we
least
should.
the one
found
jack
it
off
like
from
a-
the other page had the decency to just say, I'm a Trekkie.
What was
Yeah,
that?
maybe
Marty?
we should found. Maybe we should have found this fucker about 20 minutes ago. We couldn't figure out Nemesis was the 4th one.
Yeah. It would have, it would have helped.
Actually,
Oh my
that is a valid point.
god.
What is up with these people? Literally, they're not even reviews. They're just giving us plot synopsis.
I
No
have
opinion.
these like Muffin M, you are our retard of the week. Thank you. Because you're going out
Just-
of your way to tell us what you have. Okay, that's nice. Hey, how about this? I tell you what I have. I'll go through the list of movies that I own in a box set. Fucking retard, Muffin.
No,
Just
Muffin.
drink for Muffin's health. I don't know how much longer he'll be on the earth with us, considering his mental condition.
Ace says
No,
if
this
you
is-
think Shatner's singing, if you think Shatner's acting is bad, you should hear him sing.
Oh,
yeah. No, have you guys ever heard the fucking William Shatner dramatically or doing a dramatic reading of Mr. Tambourine Man?
Oh my god. Yeah, I've heard it.
Mr. Tambourine Man! But I know what Muffin M's thought process was. If I put down all the movies that I have in the Star Trek universe, then some woman with like-mindedness will see this and try and get in contact with me, and then, yeah, I'll get all the babes.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm on the next page, but god damn it, I found 2 back-to-back that these are just amazing. Holy crap. So
Right,
from LU. ELU.
We have
3 stars. I like...
We have triggered
That sounds
Dodge.
like a euphemism.
We have finally done it. We have finally triggered Dodge, and it only took an hour and 6 minutes. Dodge, you know where to come find us, you big pussy.
Yeah, come on, Dodge. You want to come in and defend Star Trek Generations? It should be fun to have you on here. But here we go.
LU
This
sounds a bit
review
like
from
a euphemism. LU, you cup drinker.
yeah, LU for 3 stars. I liked it, so be quiet. For 3 stars, it's kind of some strong words there for a 3-star review there, Mrs. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume your thing-ish,
It's
I
an
guess.
attack helicopter.
But no, the one just below that's even better. From Janica Maria B. Not interested. For the last time. All caps. I hate Star Wars. They're all lame.
Here's one from Will G. Here's one from Will G. 2 stars. Meh. Doesn't quite do this justice.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? 3 drinks from that last one of yours?
Yeah, at
Come
least
on.
3.
Guys, it's fucking Star Trek, not Star Wars, okay? Here's one from Jack
Okay.
Lord. Jack Lord Alan
Yeah.
K. I don't get the script, but the film is enjoyable. What? What?
Well, I didn't get the script
Oh my
either, but I'm
God.
not an actor.
Oh my god. Oh, our buddy Michael H is back. Someone want to read the one from Michael H right under Jack Lord
Alright.
Allen?
All right. Okay, I'll read this how it's punctuated. Product extruded by Yard. If Wrath of Khan is Horatio Hornblower in space, then Generations is Space Cowboys in space. It's it's low on energy. It's low on plot. High on contrivance and generally too far pleased with itself. Uninspired photography as well.
Photography. Oh, we're watching a
fucking
picture
drink.
book movie.
I think this dickhead meant cinematography.
I think so.
But
Oh,
that's exactly how it's spelled out. It's like product, comma, extruded by Yard. Full stop. If Wrath of Khan is Horatio Hornblower in space, comma, then Generations
think-
is Space Cowboys, in,
Uh-oh.
No, the line must be drawn here, sir. Here and no further.
You
Fucking,
big
are you still
pussy.
drinking, Dodge?
Have I stopped?
Dodge is a
Actually,
big
I like this-
pussy. That's why you
I like
best
this
showed up.
review
keep
from
up,
Anthony
cunt,
J.
This'll fucking do you in if you keep up with us.
I like
Yeah.
this review from Anthony J. 2.5 stars. Wasted opportunity, enough said.
Oh,
I actually agree with you, sir.
Christ. Yeah, that review
Oh
was
no,
wasted.
see, that's bullshit. You guys could hate on Star Trek Generations all you fucking want. But what other movie gave
we are.
you the Enterprise?
Dude, we're not
Crash
fucking
it.
hating on it. We're not fucking hating on it. It's all these dumb cunts that are.
Hey, man, you obviously don't know what the Rotten Tomatoes drinking game is all about, Dodge.
Give him the
No, we're
link.
mostly focusing on the reviews. Honestly, I didn't mind Generations because it's a fucking popcorn movie. Like, let's be blunt.
Hey,
It's not like it did anything fucking great. It
any
was a
movie
popcorn
that-
movie made for fanboys. That's
Hey,
what it is.
Hey, Dodge. Any movie that gives me a singing Brent Spiner, I'm gonna take a shit on. All right.
What about Shatner dying? I mean, you got to respect that, right?
Well, see,
No,
that's
it
my
took
only
too long to
complaint
happen.
because that's my only complaint because, as I said earlier, it was stated in a previous movie that Kirk knew that he wasn't going to die because someone was with him. He knew he was going to die alone, and this movie fucked all that up.
You know what? I will say this. I'll give credit where credit is due. It's a popcorn movie. It took some risk. It was not the most well-produced. It definitely had its plot holes. It definitely has its flaws. But if you're going to do a
It's
passing
better
of
than
the torch
Insurrection.
movie... Well, if you're going to do a passing of the torch movie, at least they didn't produce something like The Last fucking Jedi.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'll pour a
stick
little
that
bit of
in your
my
pipe, smoker.
I'll pour a little bit of my 40 out to the dead homies on that one.
Hey,
Like,
man.
no, you
Hey,
got me.
hey. We can rag on Generations all we want, but it's still better than Star Trek Discovery.
Oh yeah, Discovery's not really I don't view Discovery as being within the Star Trek franchise the same way I don't view The Last Jedi as being within the Star Wars franchise. Why? Because it's a movie that is produced for the sake of virtue signaling and trying to push a fucking agenda. They don't give a damn about the fucking franchise.
No, it's funny.
Well,
I
they
was
give
hanging
more of
out.
a damn than Kathleen Kennedy does.
Well, it's funny, Doku. I was hanging out with Creepy Little Book after my stream, and he's like, "Dude, you know you're live right now, right?" And they're talking about Star Trek. I'm like, "Nuh-uh." Like, wait a minute.
Oh man. See, I picked it specifically to see if Dodge would sit in on the stream, just to listen in. Specifically Generations.
Hey, once again, at least it's not Insurrection, right? I mean, we have a worse Star Trek movie
Dude,
here.
fuck you. I like Insurrection. Borg were all over the place.
And honestly, I actually thoroughly enjoyed First Contact.
Fuck you,
Well,
Dodge.
no, First Contact's more of a Star Wars movie, isn't it? Like, First Contact's like Star Wars-esque. Who directed that? Was that directed by fucking Riker?
Yeah.
Like, did Jonathan Frakes direct that?
Yeah.
I thought he did, yeah.
Because Jonathan Frakes was like the first person to take Star Trek in a Star Wars direction. Because I don't think he even... Like, he himself didn't even seem to understand what Star Trek was all about.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's because of the transporter accident. It was Thomas Riker and not William. I mean, it is what it is.
Oh,
I mean, I'm just
man.
going to come out right now and say it. As far as, like, pseudo-space operas go, which I do consider Star Wars a space opera, just like I do Star Trek. They're both space operas. But the Borg are fucking terrifying.
Yeah. The Borg are the best...
Oh,
are
really?
the first villain ever made.
No, I'll say the Borg are The Borg are at least in my top 5 most terrifying sci-fi villains concepts that you could possibly come up with.
Looks like...
Yeah, they're like
the... Jacob saying, telling us to go fuck ourselves.
No, I'll say this. The Borg are to Star Trek as the Daleks are to Doctor Who.
The Bollocks? What?
or the replicators over in Stargate.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one from Tyler F. 3 stars. The definition of solid and by the numbers.
That's actually pretty accurate.
Well, you know what? No, like, all jokes aside, say what you want about Generations, but at least they didn't save some fucking whales. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That was worth it just to hear Chekhov running around in Cold War New York, San Francisco going, can you tell me where the nuclear vessels are? That was funny because it was the Cold War, and we almost died in a couple of minutes.
Looks like
Several
we're losing. Looks like we're losing Cabby here. It looks like he's passing out. Bye, Cabby. Don't masturbate too hard.
no, Cabby, learn to code, motherfucker. Learn to code.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing. He's going off to learn to code.
yeah.
Silly country
I like this review for 2.5 stars from Skylar B. Kirk, I'm a way better captain. Picard, nuh-uh. Trek fans, orgasm.
Here's one from Anna Q at the very bottom of page 9. Very bottom of page 9. Anna Q, not interested. I like how I rate the reboot Star Trek and get recommended the old ones. Yeah, no.
She probably fucking has the same complaint about Facebook too. Oh, I looked up nappies and all of a sudden I'm getting nappy bloody commercials all over the fucking... I looked up this thing and then now Google is sending me all these notifications. Duh, welcome to the internet, sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh, man. Lance M, 2.5 stars. Captain Picard cries. Yikes.
Oh no, he can shut his whore mouth. You don't make fun of Picard.
Just hearing the salt come out of Dodge. This is the greatest thing ever. Oh, here's a 1-star from Dan D. What the what? No matter how many times I see it, I'm just in shock. Every time. You know what? Just watch Red Letter Media's 3-part review on this. This exactly sums up my thoughts because I don't know what to type.
You just did, sunshine.
Yeah, hey, there you go. you typed something.
There we go. This
I
one's
don't know
brilliant.
what to type. You just did, dickhead. That's
one's brilliant.
what D
This
means
is-
in his name. Dan Dickhead.
Hold on real quick, Farty. This is a brilliant review. There's a few things I'd love to point out with this one. This is from AK for 3 stars. Right underneath this just small essay from Aslam K. So from AK, 3 stars. The most underrated, in parentheses, Star Trek film. Why is it in parentheses? Poorly lit, but the pace, tone, and characters are all consistent with Star Trek The Next Generation. So if it's the most underrated Star Trek film, you gave it 3 stars. Are you saying it's bad? Are you saying it's good? I don't know what this review is supposed to be stating. I just
no idea either.
Yeah,
just drink. I'm just confused.
Wow, that construction
So if it's-
at Party's house is like, it is the devil.
It is. So yeah, if this one's the most underrated, are you saying all of the other films are less than 3 stars? Because you're only giving this one 3.
Yeah.
Hang on, can you guys still hear the construction going?
Oh yeah, we can still hear it. It's awesome.
Fuck all.
It's awesome.
So much for the mute function on my headphones.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm gonna have to get a push to talk.
Oh my fucking god, I can't get my beer open. I needed to open a new beer and I couldn't fucking get it open.
Yeah,
Wait, well, use that hammer. Use that hammer that's at Farty's house.
Oh yeah, Farty can help you out there.
I think I'd rather use my own ass cheeks.
Hey, you never know, it might work.
Oh wait, no, I'll use Doku's ass cheeks. It's got experience
Hey,
with
no, you gotta pay me
bottles.
for that.
It's got experience
Hey,
with bottles.
I really can't complain about the blokes doing the work right now because you wouldn't believe the bullshit I've gone through just to get these guys out to do this. Like, no kidding. I'm happy they're doing it.
Man, at least it's
Hey, as
getting
long as
done.
it's working out for you.
At least it's getting done.
Yep.
I'll rag on it, but at least it's getting done. You know?
No, we lost. Oh, I thought we lost Matt there for a sec.
No, we couldn't get rid of Dodge if we tried.
Yeah, you can. Just give him shit about the 49ers.
Oh,
So the South,
Hey.
the South won't rise again. They were wrong.
Shut your whore mouth.
Everyone's got whore mouths, apparently. If that were the case,
well,
Dodge,
it is the exiled opinion stream.
If that were the case, Dodge, fuck you, pay me. If anyone remembers that, fuck you, pay
Yeah,
me.
what? $5, sucky, sucky. You love me long time, Frank. You love me.
Actually, no, Dodge. If I've got a whore mouth, you fucking owe me back pay from all those streams I've done.
Oh, ooh. Look at that.
Hey, whoever's working on Farty's house, can you hit him with the hammer? I don't want to have to pay this asshole. Like,
Oh my god.
I
Someone
don't have it on speaker, so fuck you.
want to take the next one? Because I'm getting kind of bored of reading these by myself.
Richard M for 5 stars.
Page 11?
This
Page
must
10?
be one of the most. We're on 11.
All right, Richard M.
wait, real quick. 5 stars? Like, does this guy work for CBS?
Perhaps, but this might be one of the most insightful reviews I've ever seen in regards to this movie. Must I keep repeating myself? That's it. That's all it is.
Oh my!
I think that's
God.
drink-worthy. I don't know, sir. I think you do need to keep repeating yourself because you didn't make a single fucking point. What other reviews have you? How many times have you reviewed this movie? That's my question.
Oh my god! You know what? I think I'd rather. You know, I had a thought. I had a thought, guys. I would like to share that thought with you. I think I would rather listen to Data's Lifeform songs now if I knew I had to put up with 2 seasons of Star Trek Discovery.
Strangely, I actually kind of agree with that. Well, at least your frickin' warp drive isn't run by a fucking tardigrade.
Tardigrade. Yes. Tardigrade.
Oh, well, real quick, since this is being simulcasted over on Mad Dodge Productions, Mad Dodge Productions does not necessarily agree with the views expressed by the panel.
Who's
Great
got a
thing.
whore mouth now?
Don't sue.
Yeah, who's got a whore mouth now?
Yeah.
Well, did the drop bear not eat you yet? What the fuck? You're still here?
No. I sent them all the way to the Cascades, man. They'll be coming around your place very soon. They're riding on the backs of the fucking mountain lions.
Sharadi says her husband calls her a sloppy drunk.
I thought he called her sloppy seconds.
Sloppy, huh? We're just gonna run with that part of the last part of your phrase there.
Yeah, she's too drunk to realise he actually said sloppy seconds.
Wait.
Turn to code.
Hey, I think Straight Sith Mail is confusing Star Trek with Farscape.
I liked Farscape.
Hey Joshua, we got Joshua Janis in the chat. How's it going? Welcome. Man.
Okay, I got one.
Just so you know, in Star Wars Episode 9,
Go ahead, Farty.
all Lightspeed is going to be powered by porgs.
Yeah,
He's like
Richard
just
M.
going around killing the spiders in your house. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, no. I actually have one as a dirty, great big fucking huntsman. I have to fucking spray that and then fuck off out of the house because those cunts will chase you. Anyway, Richard M. 5 stars.
We just read
Must
that
I
one.
keep repeating myself?
We just read that one.
What was that, Richard?
We just read
Hey?
that one, dude. Must
Shit.
you keep repeating him?
Well, I didn't hear him. So.
Oh man.
Well, I guess we answered his question. He does
man.
have to keep repeating himself.
I guess. Here's one, Brian D. 1 star. Super reviewer Brian D. I really wanted to see the original cast with the Next Generation cast with the dual enterprises side by side fighting to save the universe.
Drink.
And we get William Shatner riding a horse with Patrick Stewart. One of the worst in the Star Trek movie entries, this film seems to be rushed into production without much of a script at all. It was a huge letdown and just honestly bored me into wanting to watch everything but even the Care Bears movie. Yes, it's that bad.
Oh, no. No. Don't you dare. No.
Drake,
God
you
damn.
sons of
Okay, I'm drinking.
bitches.
All right, well, no, I'll Care Bear stare this motherfucker down. No, like, that's
Have
not
some
all right.
heart, Dodge.
Oh, man.
Like, you guys are killing me here, man. Star Trek? Like, I didn't even get a warning. Come on.
Hey, Dodge, you should know me by now. There are no trigger warnings. There are none.
I need my safe space. Can I go to 10 forward?
No.
I was gonna say, is nobody else so much of a nerd that they got that joke?
No, you're going to be locked in the brig. That's
Well,
where you're going.
Well, at least, you know, I'll have Odo to hang out with.
Ooh.
And maybe Quark. It'll be
Herpicus.
we can play some Gobbo.
Herpicus wants to know if there's a double shot rule for Discovery fans. No, there are no double shot rules for Discovery fans, but there is the Bleach rule for Discovery fans.
I think it gets worse than that, right? Discovery fans, they get taken out behind the tool shed and shot, right?
No, they just got to take a shot at. They just have to take a shot of bleach every time we say drink.
There should be a double shot rule for people who quoted a little bit too early. Because there's at the bottom of page 11, Mark G, 2 stars.
Yep,
this is what killed it. This is what killed it. I put it to you, Mark, that no, this isn't what killed it. It died because it had an STD.
Herpicus says challenge accepted. Yeah, that's great. That's great, Herpicus. Good. Thank you, Herpicus. He's going to take up the bleach shot challenge.
Oh boy. There we go.
Oh man. So we've made our way over to page 12 finally. It only took us an hour and a half.
No, you said you wanted to go for 3 hours.
Yeah, that's not
is
gonna happen.
Q
On
on
track.
page 12? Does he reset the whole timeline and fix this shit, or what's up?
You want a link? Do you want the link, to Dodge? You want to join in on the party, or are you gonna leave like you always do, like a big bitch?
Give him the link, then at least he'll understand what the fuck's going on.
There you go, Dodge. I sent you the link. Now you can join in the revelry. You can be part of something greater than yourself. Greater.
There's a joke there, but I refuse to make it.
Do it. Do it, you fucking pussy.
Nope, I'm not doing it.
Do it, you pussy.
Yeah, Dodge has already been there and done that, so it's kind of a pointless joke
Do
anyways.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on,
If
you
you
big
didn't,
pussy.
if you didn't get the gist of the joke from that, then
Do it.
You can do.
Okay,
Hey,
no,
Dodge-
I'm looking
Dodge
at it.
already
I'm looking
went
at it.
there.
What we got?
Dodge went there. He was bold.
Did you guys already talk about Dan D? 2 stars. One of those films where, as you're watching, you genuinely wonder if the makers behind it gave a shit about what they were putting out. Seems to be nothing more than fan service with some terrible, terrible comedy from Data. Fuck you, Rick Berman.
Well, that
Oh,
There's a
didn't
Star Wars fan. That's a Star Wars fan.
The anger, just the
Drink.
anger coming off of Dodge is just, it's palpable. It's delicious.
Well, see, here,
you know what?
here's a review.
I am a Trekkie. Fuck off. Like, no. You know, like, okay, yeah, I've said fuck off to Rick Berman before. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, I'll drink to that. Matter of fact, drink.
He calls
All right,
it.
drink.
You drink it. Oh man. Let's see. Jacob says, "Oh, Dodge, go Astros."
Oh.
Okay, I got one.
Yeah, go for it.
David M, 5 stars. Don't worry, this one's a quick one, but it's a couple of drinks in this one. Probably my fave. This is another one. Oh, this is another film that I cried. Kirk died, and he's my ultimate hero besides Chuck Norris. I know I'm a sad git. I know I'm a sad git.
All right, anyone?
Fucking, he's a bit of a pussy considering he's got his hero is fucking Chuck Norris.
Yeah, anyone who has Chuck Norris as their hero, you need to be euthanized. You need to be euthanized, okay? Chuck Norris is a fucking pussy who stole everything he ever had. including-
Bullshit! No.
No,
Chuck Norris
no.
and Mr. T walk into a building, and the building instantly explodes because no building can handle that level of awesomeness.
Yeah, fuck Chuck Norris. The little pussy stole everything he has from fucking
Dude.
Bruce Lee. No, fuck you.
Oh no, do you want to die? This is how you die.
Good.
You better be checking under your bed for Chuck
Fucking-
Norris tonight.
Fucking kill
Yeah,
me.
Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. The world moves away from him.
Yeah. Yeah. Chuck Norris is a
No.
fucking pussy.
I do find it funny that Farty skipped past the whole novel. That was above the one.
Yeah,
he read.
we're not reading that shit.
Yeah.
Here's
No.
one from Alan
No.
C.
Fuck
3
that.
stars. 3 stars, Alan C. Watched a girdled Bill Shatner right girdled. What the? I don't get that word. Watch a girdled
Yeah,
Bill.
girdled.
Just
He's
take a
wearing a
fucking
girdle to keep his fat in and make him
fucking
look slimmer.
4 shots. 4 shots for this incoherent mess here. Watch
I
a
need another
girdled watch a girdled Bill Shatner ride a horse, which is almost as good as watching an ungirdled Wilford Brimley riding a horse in Hard Target. But seriously, this is a good passing of the torch from the original Trek crew to the next generation. It's not up to Khan greatness, but this one movie by Battlestar Galactica reboot creator Ronald D. Moore, holy shit, can I not read? It's pretty smart and has some very good Trek moments. I'm also a big fan of the score by Dennis McCarthy. Fucking take a shot for every fucking name.
Yeah, no, let me pick up the name I dropped right here. But anyway, yeah, we're moving on.
That's fucking
No,
5 shots. Oh my
The
god.
girdled William Shatner is like Steven Seagal doing kung fu, but they skip every second fucking scene just so as he makes him look faster.
Herpicus wants to know if we speak English. No, we don't. Obviously, no one on Rotten Tomatoes does either.
Say what again, motherfucker?
Oh man.
What?
Campbell says Chuck Norris, your hero. Oh. Whew. Whew.
Well, hey,
Oh.
Farty, do they speak English and what, motherfucker?
Hey,
Yes, actually,
Australia-
you speak the Queen's English. What fucking language are you speaking?
hey, Farty, Australian is not English, all right?
Yeah, it is. It's about as English as what American is American.
So that's like saying Louisiana State Penitentiary is America. I mean, right?
Well, it may as well be. It's got a high enough population.
Oh, wait, here we
Land of
go.
the
Here we
free.
go. Hold up. Hold
Oh.
up. On page 13, I've got a review just for Mad.
Oh.
This one's for you, buddy. From Christopher H. for 4 stars.
Hang on, let me
It's
catch up.
always fun to see the Enterprise blow up.
Actually, I cried a little when they crashed the Enterprise. I was like, no.
even with Data's Happy Life Form song? How could you? How could you
I
cry?
mean, at least they didn't kill Data in this movie.
They
I mean,
should've.
you know, spoiler warning.
They should have. Remember that episode?
Data is not Deanna Troy, dude. I mean, like, if we want anybody to die, it's Deanna. I mean,
Actually, I want to see her in porn. But anyway,
Wow.
Galaxy Quest P, 2.5 stars. To kill Captain Kirkhoff once was absurd, but twice in the same movie, and both ways weren't even as good as weren't even good that good. Was a little
what
sad.
happened
to
to the
watch.
Queen's English? I'm just saying.
No. This is the word salad that it is. Yeah, to kill Captain Kirkhoff once was absurd, but twice in the same movie and both ways weren't even as good as weren't even that good was a little sad to watch. I wasn't a fan of this movie or the characters in it, but McDowell gets a pass because he's Malcolm McDowell. No punctuation at all.
Wow.
Malcolm McDowell played a shitty fucking villain. He didn't play it correctly, and you can't give him a fucking pass because it's Michael McDowell. You sucked at your job, dude. Fuck you. Drink.
But the point of this is like, I don't know what fucking movie he watches, but I distinctly remember Kirk dying only once.
We've got a very interesting discussion going on in the in the chat over on Mad Dodge Productions, and that is between Campbell and Aaron, going back and forth between the fact that Chuck Norris is overrated from Aaron. Ace says that Bruce Lee is overrated and calls him the worst Asian ever.
But both of them agree that fucking Cabby needs to code.
He needs to learn to code, yeah. Ace...
And he's a cup drinker.
Ace, there's just one little bit of information I'd like to give to you. If it weren't for Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris wouldn't have learned how to fight. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Right now, go cup yourself.
Mic drop. Janetta B.
Yeah. Get cupped, you cup holder.
Janetta B. 5 stars. My favorite of the genre. Perk and Picard are awesome together.
Wait a minute. No, Frank. What? Of all... Okay, the genre itself?
Yeah.
This is your favorite fucking movie?
Yeah,
What?
Star Trek is a genre now, people.
Yeah, Kirk and Picard were really good together.
Yeah. I think Janetta maybe I think Janetta may be reading too much into what was actually going on when Kirk and Picard were in the Nexus together. Yeah, just a little bit.
That sounds kind of dirty. They're in the Nexus together, huh?
Yeah, they were cupping each other.
While Cabby learned to code in the background.
Oh, here we go.
my
I got another one for you, Mad. I got another one for you. I'm not even gonna tell you what page I'm on because
I
I'm
thought we were
going
friends,
through looking for just the cringe. I'm
I thought we were
cringe
cool.
mining here.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Here you go, Mad. Lex A for 1 star. If you aren't a Star Trek fan, it'll just be a confusing and tedious science fiction movie with annoying characters. If you are, it'll be an outright offensive derailment of canon and decency. Fuck you, Star Trek Generations. Fuck you.
I don't even know where you went, dude. It's just like, okay,
He made it up.
Doku's moving ahead.
I'm cringe mining.
I bet.
I'm looking for the best of the best.
Oh,
By the way,
man.
drink.
No, like,
Drink just because that probably pissed Matt off.
well, no, yeah,
Okay,
like,
Mary-
fuck you, Star Trek Generations. Just fuck you. Well, not, like, how petty can you be? Actually, well, fuck it.
Here's a drink-worthy review. Here's a drink-worthy review, guys. Here's a drink-worthy review. Scott F. 3 stars. The first Star Trek movie I ever saw.
Mm.
Oh.
Like, that's all.
The first movie, like, all up. Would this cunt just get bored?
No, what is
Mary-
this? What is this? Prom night? Like, seconds of my life.
Oh,
He
man.
lost his
Fuck
virginity
you
while he was
guys.
at it. Mary Kay, 3 stars. This cunt must be a millennial or is one of those cunts that went to see the movie Titanic and didn't know that it sank at the end. No way! Aww! Captain Kirk. That's it.
Zebulon R. 3 stars. A watchable passing of the torch. It was the only passing of the torch. Of course you're gonna watch it because you're a fucking retard.
Hey. that's
Fight
not
me,
nice.
Dodge. Fight me. Fight me,
Damn it.
Dodge.
Well, no, you know what? Surprisingly enough, I'm looking at the chat, and I'd rather fight Ace of Skulls right now.
Uh-oh. What?
Serious motherfucker.
Okay, I got.
What? The Dodgers
I got-
are... Wait,
I got
wait.
it.
Dodge, you're telling me the Dodgers are a good team?
Yeah, World Series, NL champions. Go fuck yourself, dude. Best
Thieves.
pitcher in baseball.
Thieves,
Come
they
on
stole it. Thieves, they stole it.
Oh,
It was a conspiracy. They paid off the officials.
your ass at Chavez Ravine. Like, it's on now, motherfucker. We're making this happen. Like, no, that's it, dude. We're going full on Donka on this motherfucker.
All right, let's do it. Stay tuned for next Friday's drinking game.
Yeah,
All right,
we're gonna go down, motherfucker. No.
Hey, unlike
right,
Doc, I'll show up. I'll get my ass kicked, but I'll show up. Go ahead,
Get
Farty.
back on top of it.
Go ahead,
Right?
Farty.
I mean,
Go ahead, Farty.
Page 14, Soren S, 3.5 stars. This one's a drink. The blending, ... Sweet! That's it.
I can't find where you're at. I'm on page 14. I have
Drink.
no idea where the fuck you're at.
Right up the top, second from the top.
Oh, Soren. Oh, damn. The blending sweet. Anyone have a 12 gauge shotgun? I need to give myself a mental emetic.
yeah, no, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Farty, I didn't think you guys were allowed guns over there.
Like I keep maintaining, yes we are, they just make it really, really difficult to get them.
For the law abiding of you, anyway.
No, and I noticed that the hammering has stopped. Does that have something to do with the gun?
No, for the moment. But however, this is the funny part about it. Our police are so inept that I could make a single phone call and have 2 Glock 40s rock up to my door with 90 rounds apiece for each of them. Think about that.
Well, as we think about that, I just want to say Star Trek Generations. You want to talk about a bad Star Trek movie? Let's look at Insurrection. That's a bad Star Trek movie. That's a bad Star Trek episode, for God's sake.
Okay. Johnny Y. 5 stars. This one's a drink. Kirk and Picard. Who could ask for anything more?
Well, I can ask for a good movie.
Or Deanna Troy naked. I mean, there is more we could ask for.
Hey, Deanna Troy, I would go necrophiliac for, okay?
All until the maggots start work. Actually, no. You go necrophilia with her, even after the point she started to rot, because the maggots will start doing the wiggle, jiggle, and tickle inside of her, and you get that sort of vibration motion.
Hey, Beverly Crusher, calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she's an old. She's not a bad girl for an old sort, but you know.
Hey, Dodge, I have one quote for you, Dodge. Shut up, Wesley.
Have you guys ever heard the story when the turd who played Wesley Crusher fucking first met Captain William Shatner? They were doing this the TNG series, and they were doing one of the original Star Trek movies in the lot next door, and yeah, everyone's like, oh, you really like Captain Kirk, so yeah, they set it up so he'd meet William Shatner, and he comes over in his TNG uniform and all this, and Kirk basically looks down at him and goes, "Fuck off, kid," and he was having a bit of a sook about it, and some other people had seen it, and that they went to tell Gene Roddenberry, like, fucking Kirk just basically told fuck off. And so, he gets called into the office, Gene Roddenberry's office, and he's thinking, oh shit, I'm going to get fired because I, upset fucking Captain Kirk, and like Gene Roddenberry apparently goes, so, yeah, fucking Shatner's a bit of an ass, isn't he?
Well, Shatner is a dick. But it is what it is. I'm looking at the chat here though. Ace of Skulls says, "I'll roll up to that fight, Mad Dodge," and he's got a little fucking handicap symbol. Hey, it is what it is, right? It's on now, motherfucker. Like,
let's do it, bitches. Let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man. All right, I think we got time for 1 or 2 more, depending on how long they go.
I got one. I got one for Mad.
Oh, Christ. Let's hear it, Doku.
This is for a half star from Bevan S. This is a joke, right? A missile about the size of my crotch is launched to a planet's sun, takes about 5 seconds to reach it, hit it, and blows it up. Later, when they go to change time, that same missile only packs enough of a wallop to blow up the bomb stand and not the whole planet. This gives you an idea of the brains behind this. One thing is for certain. Patrick Stewart needn't worry so much about turning in a performance since none of his crew does. The world's most boring starship crew. I think, except for Data, who distinguishes himself as the Jar Jar Binks of the Star Trek series, this is actually even worse than the reboot.
Yeah, no, I'm calling bullshit on that comment too. The guy reckons his dick is is as big as that fucking missile. Get fucked, you wanker!
I just love how he fucking
whale dick.
I just love how we got to throw the little Jar Jar reference in there. It's like, going for the gut there on that one, aren't we?
Yeah, it's the wrong genre, sunshine.
Well, let's
That review reminds me of Jar Jar sticking his fucking tongue into the fucking plasma thing in episode 1. Fuck yourself, dude.
No, that one was just delightful. I had to share it.
Oh man. Oh
I
shit.
think you hate me. Oh man, I'm reconsidering our friendship, Goku.
Oh, you love it and you know it, Mad. Don't even try to play.
You should, Dodge. You should. You really should.
Yeah, don't
who the
worry.
fuck's side are you
Goku.
on?
He'll still be down there manning the glory
I'm
hole
gonna
for
be
you.
on the side of whoever feeds me. All right. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. And Dodge is clearly giving us a good snack here by letting us double dip on his channel. So I'm clearly gonna be on his side.
Oh, again, there's jokes to be made, but I'm not gonna make them.
Yeah, no, I'm not even making the double dip joke. I'm leaving
Don't
it
worry.
alone.
Don't worry. Dodge is the bottom, everybody. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, my God.
See, Dodge? See? What side are you gonna choose now, Dodge?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I'm reconsidering my whole tactic here.
Okay, Saban E, and only bringing this up because Saban is a type of fucking vibrator for Sheila's. 3.5 stars. Data is cool, but what they did with Kirk is lame.
Marvin voice.
Oh,
All the way there.
Just drink. God,
Oh,
just fucking
man.
drink.
I will take a drink, but real quick, do you guys understand though? Like Kirk didn't want to do this movie. You
No, he
get that,
didn't.
right?
He didn't want. No, he didn't want to. He was done with that. What was it 6? He was done with 6, and that was it. But we're gonna head into the wrap up here, guys. You know what? We'll start with Dodge. What do you got for us, Dodge, as we roll on out of here?
Oh, well, I want to say Star Trek Generations was not the shit show everybody wants to make it out to be. It was actually a fairly decent fucking movie. No, it's not. It's not First Contact. All right, it's not. It's not The Wrath of Khan. It's not. But it is what it is, and it was a passing of the torch, and it was a decent fucking flick. Whatever. Hate on me if you want, dude. Beat me up, Scotty. I'm out.
Go ahead, Farty. What do you got for us, man?
Well, just on the passing of the torch thing, I bet you $10 the people who shit on this movie were also the ones that wanted a passing of the torch in the Ghostbusters movie too. Oh, which segue to the Scott Mendelsohn reference that I mentioned before.
Oh, crap.
And,
Keep doing it.
Guess what? This little dumb fuck goes and has a big cry about how all the hate for the new one that just got released, all the hate, all these neckbeards and shit like that, they're shitting on the old one again and all this. Oh, the fucking thing ain't just come out, man. Fucking why don't you wait until we actually till you hear what we actually have to say? Anyway, that's all I wanted to bring up about that.
All right, Doku, you're up.
All right. Well, what I will say about this movie, as much as we've kind of taken a steaming load on it, at least I can give them credit for doing this much. You tried to do a passing of the torch movie, whether you love it or hate it. You at least made a movie that had the fans in mind. like Farty said, with the Ghostbusters garbage, whatever the hell that was, and now they're all freaking out about the one that's coming out, an actual passing of the torch movie, or the absolute failure that was The Last Jedi. At least Generations tried to fucking do right by the fans. Whether they succeeded or failed is completely up to you, and that's up for the fans to decide. So I gotta give credit where credit is due on that one.
Oh.
Plus, it gave us a good excuse to get drunk.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Well-rounded panel tonight. Come join us next Friday, same bat time, same bat channels, over on Exiled Opinions. If you haven't joined us there, if you haven't liked, subscribed, or shared our videos, please do so, because we do this every week. And I think that's all I got to say about that.
Boobies.
Boobies, he says.
And boobies.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, and we will catch you again same time next week on either Exiled Opinions or Mad Dodge Productions. Until then, stay metal.